I built a lantern for Halloween, and because I never have enough storage, I wanted to be able to reuse the lantern for other holidays, birthdays, or just to spread happy messages. So I made the front cover removable, held in place with magnets, so you just easily can swap out the front theme and make it anything you like. Do you want one too? Follow me and lessons anfangen.
There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand.
To start off the project, you will need a few simple items, some lumber, a nail gun, and glue. I started off by cutting the lumber for the shape of the lanterns to size by using my miter saw. I know. I have a sawhorse and a mobile workshop bench, and I still use my leg to cut falling pieces of lumber. I know I have to do better. It's just so convenient. I cut 3 different lanterns out of the pieces of lumber. Each consists of 3 side pieces, a top and a bottom piece, and an extra square to glue on top. These pieces will be topped off with a small piece that are cut from branches later. To cut the front pattern, you can use many different options. Everyone seems to be selling those acrylic templates now that lets you cut out a pattern into a piece of wood with a router. So you can use one of those. Or you can simply use a jigsaw to cut out a pattern. Or you can do what I did and use a laser or even a CNC machine. When you use a laser, you will probably have to thin out the lumber to a thickness that your laser can cut. Really, the simplest way when you go with a laser is just to get one of those 3mm basswood pieces that will leave you with very detailed and fine cuts. I shaved down the piece of lumber to a thickness of 7mm. I think my laser should be able to handle this thickness. Once I had the thickness worked out, I cut the pieces to size. And then it was time to do some sanding. Like always, let's have some fun with it. Now it's time to get back to the build. To assemble the pieces, I used Titebond 3 wood glue and a bread nailer. First, I glued up the 3 sides that will make up the box in the middle. This is the part where the front will be interchangeable by using magnets. Once I had the glue applied, I secured the pieces with bread nails. I repeated the same steps for the other 3 lanterns. The next step is to attach the top and the bottom piece. I made sure to place the piece centered from left to right, but I set it back from the front just a bit since I have to account for the front piece later. Then I placed another piece on top, just for looks. I like the look better and I feel like it gives it more of a dimension. And this is how the front piece will be interchangeable. Of course, the pattern and magnets are still missing. The Then I finish the piece by topping it off with a small branch. To cut out my pattern, I'm using my X2 laser machine. And while the laser is working hard to cut out more patterns, I started by staining the pieces that I have so far. There are many different ways on how to finish the lantern. You can use exterior acrylic paint, you can use spray paint, or you just can use outdoor stain. I went with 2 different outdoor stains and I came up with my own kind of color. I used a cedar red color and a gray to give it a kind of weathered look. I applied the stain, waited a little bit, and then I rubbed off the excess. I really like the outcome of that color combination. It does give it a little bit of a rustic vibe while still going with the color pattern on my form. Now all that's left to do is to attach some magnets, so you can easily exchange the front theme. The magnets help the piece stay in place securely. I drilled little grooves in the side of the wood to place the magnets in, and then I used super glue to attach them. And we are fertig! Wow, how awesome and simple is that project? And it has so many uses, since you can change up the season and make it look completely different. I got some LED candles that change color, so I can use them in red tone for Halloween, a green tone for Christmas, or any color I desire and just have them go through the whole color palette. Those LED lights also come with a remote, which makes it so much more convenient. Please leave me a comment, like and subscribe. Also, if you can, please join my Patreon. This helps me to continue making more videos for YouTube. Thank you so much for all you do. Tschüss!